The March 29th, 2025 solar eclipse is a significant astrological event due to the rare combination of 6 planets in Pisces, along with Saturn-Rahu conjunction in Pisces and its aspect on Ketu in Virgo. Overall, Saturn, the last to enter this stellium, also controls the direction and is the bringer of justice. Alongside Ketu, it is there to rebalance karma, reward good, and punish collective excesses of mankind. Almost every planet of the zodiac is looking at Ketu. 6 planets in Pisces are all looking at Ketu with their 7th aspect. Mars in Gemini has its 4th aspect to Ketu. Saturn is the last to enter this room of now 6 planets, and he is looking right at Ketu like everyone else. Finding 6 major planets in one sign is rare. One should not dramatise or predict the end of the world, etc., but just know something important will happen. This can take several months to actually manifest. Saturn imposes discipline and is deferring judgment to Ketu. The time has come for the imposition of discipline on the human race, and this planet, due to our mistakes, excesses, misjudgments, and us believing too much in materialism and inequality and letting go of spirituality. This is karma, which is why Saturn is taking the lead, and all planets are following Saturn and looking to Ketu. This transit of Saturn will last for 2.5 years. An example of interpreting the astrology globally and retrospectively, knowing the combinations, can be done taking the example of COVID 2019 that did not have a Saturn Ketu aspect but did have a Saturn Ketu conjunction. This is analysed below. 1. Pre-COVID 2019, the Saturn Ketu conjunction in Sagittarius, January 2020. Key factors behind the pandemic and global disruption: Saturn plus Ketu in Sagittarius, November 2019 to March 2020. Saturn, discipline, restriction, plus Ketu, sudden endings, detachment in a fire sign. Sagittarius rules long distance travel, globalism, belief systems. This combination triggered abrupt global shutdowns. Ketu plus enforced restrictions. Saturn, literally forcing the world into isolation. Spiritual Ketu and restructuring systems. Karmic Saturn. Jupiter in Sagittarius, debilitated in Capricorn soon after. Jupiter, expansion immunity, was weak when COVID hit, reducing natural resistance, both health-wise and economically. Mars in Scorpio, aggressive, hidden threats. Mars, viruses, conflict. In a water sign, Scorpio rules secrets, biological threats, amplified the pandemic's sudden, unseen nature. Rahu in Gemini, misinformation, dualities. Rahu, chaos, distortion in Gemini, media, communication, led to infodemics, conflicting narratives and global confusion. Let us move back to the current astrological line, coming up to March 29th, 2025, and try to analyse it at a global level. Key astrological combinations: 6 planets in Pisces, Sun, Moon, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Rahu. A new moon, solar eclipse, occurs in Pisces, amplifying its spiritual, emotional, and karmic effects. Pisces is a sign of intuition, illusion, compassion, and dissolution, so themes of letting go, healing, and deep transformation will be strong. Saturn-Rahu conjunction in Pisces. Rahu, North Node, represents obsession, ambition, and worldly desires, while Saturn brings discipline, restriction, and karma. This conjunction can create intense karmic lessons, especially around addictions, illusions, and unfulfilled ambitions. Institutions: Saturn, related to spirituality, healthcare, or escapism. Pisces may face scandals, reforms, or exposure of hidden truths. There is also a partial solar eclipse. Eclipses are powerful celestial events that have long been associated with transformation, karmic shifts, and spiritual growth in astrology. When interpreted through the lens of Ketu, the south node of the moon, and Saturn, Shani, they carry profound messages about releasing materialism, embracing spirituality, and balancing karmic justice. 1. Ketu, the call to spirituality, letting go of materialism. Ketu represents detachment, past life wisdom, and the dissolution of illusions. During an eclipse, especially a solar eclipse, which occurs on a new moon near Ketu, its energy is amplified, urging us to release attachments to material possessions, ego-driven desires, and societal conditioning. Turn inward. Meditation and spiritual practices become crucial. Recognize the impermanence of worldly pursuits and seek higher truths. If people resist this energy, they may face sudden losses or upheavals, Ketu's way of forcing spiritual growth. 2. Saturn's role, karmic lessons and justice. Saturn is the stern teacher of karma, enforcing justice, discipline, and accountability. During an eclipse, its influence may expose systemic corruption, inequality, and past injustices, bringing long overdue consequences or reforms. Demand responsibility. Individuals and societies will face the repercussions of greed, exploitation, or unethical actions. Reward patience and integrity. Those who have endured hardships with resilience may see karmic balancing in their favor. 3. Collective and personal implications. Collectively, the eclipse could trigger events that highlight economic instability, environmental crises, or social unrest, pushing humanity to rethink its materialistic values. Individually, people may experience abrupt endings, career, relationships, or beliefs that ultimately redirect them toward a more spiritually aligned path. How to work with this energy. Practice detachment. Don't cling to what's no longer serving your soul. Engage in selfless service. Saturn respects humility and hard work for a greater cause. Meditate and reflect. Ketu rewards those who seek inner wisdom over external validation. Rectify past mistakes. Saturn's justice is inevitable, but conscious effort can mitigate harsh lessons. Saturn, as Lord of Uttar Bhadrapada, the nakshatra at play here, is further highlighted as it transits into Pisces. The fourth pada of Uttar Bhadrapada, aligned with moksha, is highlighted here, further emphasizing the moksha and spirituality pada. This is just a global overview, and individual interpretations depend very much on which one's rising sign, moon, nakshatra, mahadasha from 12 signs, and antardasha. For some individuals, this combination may actually be positive. For example, Taurus ascendants have Saturn as lord of their 9th and 10th house, and hence a yoga karaka, dependent on the interactions of 12 houses, 9 planets, 12 signs, 27 nakshatras, and 4 padas of each nakshatra analysis can be very different and nuanced at an individual level. A focus on good karma, spirituality, and helping others, particularly at the time of the eclipse, is helpful, as well as avoiding over-dramatization and realizing the effects of planetary alignments can take several weeks to months to play out, as well as being very nuanced. This is the beginning of a shift in cycle, which should be understood and encourage good karma.